Looks like underpants.
Underpants. We talk about my underpants shirt. I didn't even know it was an underpants shirt. It's only because you can't see it.
It looks like underwear.
It's
Looks like
underwear.
Canada underwear.
No, it's
Snoopy's house.
Dog house. Knock it off.
He's not Canadian.
I know he's not, but that I don't
If anybody
care.
were to wear a Canada underwear shirt, it would be you. So I didn't really think that was strange.
Why would I wear a Canada? I don't even know what.
I don't know why you're wearing a Snoopy underwear shirt. Snoopy
It's
shirt.
not an under shirt. It's because this is
Snoopy
because
shirt.
it's almost Canada Day, and I thought, well,
Yeah.
this is going to be. I just did it because of the podcast.
This is
I
after
wouldn't-
Canada Day.
I know, but I just
Yeah.
thought I would try.
It's very festive of you.
I thought so too.
Of all three of us, who'd have thought that Dave would be the one to absolutely every time celebrate holidays?
I am festive.
After the fact.
He is festive.
Well, I'm trying.
True.
Like it would have been way too soon if I did it last week. So I think it's like a week off. So whatever. Okay, you ready? Are you ready, Rach?
Yeah, I'm ready. I can sing
Wow.
for you.
There's a tone to that one.
Yeah, I would say.
Every week.
No, please don't sing. Okay, we're here. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman. The podcast that's just like the Canada Day buffet at the Mandarin. Free, free, free. It's free.
It is?
Didn't you know that? Yes. The Mandarin's doing the buffet is free.
Is that true?
Yes. Yes. Well, it's
No,
all,
I didn't know that.
This podcast is after Canada Day.
Well,
now.
By the
missed
time
it.
you hear this, you'll
Yeah,
probably
don't
know
go.
how bad of an idea
Don't
that turned
go,
out to be.
Don't go.
Right.
Don't go. Don't go. Free, free,
Okay.
free. And the lineup started
Not anymore.
yesterday. I
Okay,
think.
all right.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I bet.
yeah. I mean,
Gotta get those crab legs.
That's right. It is, this
Blades
is not,
full.
by the way, I just wanted to let you know this is not underwear.
It looks like underpants. I thought
was
it was
talking about his
underwear,
shirt.
And I
Not
thought
even
if
close. It's not even
well,
close.
it's Snoopy's house.
Yeah,
I thought it was Canada underwear.
No, it's, just
No, it's Snoopy standing in front of his doghouse that has
Well-
covered in a bunch of maple leaves, which is nice, but we can only see the top of it. So it looks like you have a picture of
it
Canadian
looks like-
underpants.
okay, well, if it's underpants,
I thought
it's
if anyone's
underpants.
going to wear a
Don't care.
Canadian underpants shirt, it's Dave.
Yes.
Anyway, this
sign
is-
me up.
Riveting content for anyone who's simply listening.
Yeah, you can't see.
You can't see them. That's
And I'm-
exactly right.
I'm fresh off a week of riveting, scintillating content on 104.7 Heart FM.
oh, yes.
Oh,
Hurt,
yes.
Hurt. I forgot about Hurt FM.
Heart.
Hurt.
Hurt
Have you said
FM.
it like an East Coaster? Yeah.
Yeah. No, you know what?
Hurt.
I actually got a
Hurt
text from
Start
so
the car.
Steve K, I think lives in London, and he's listened to this podcast, and that's why he started to listen to that radio station. So thank
Okay.
you. But Steve actually texted. He said, "You know what I just realized now is I know it's Heart FM, but sometimes it sounds like you're saying Hard FM."
Right.
LOL.
Well, we gotta
Just thought I would
enunciate.
point it out.
Sure. Enunciate that T.
Why not?
a hard
But
T.
I am saying like 104.7 Hard FM.
Okay.
Hard.
All right.
Yeah,
It's
you're saying
hard.
Heart.
Hurt.
You got to
Hurt.
say heart.
Yeah.
Hurt.
This
Hurt.
is
Heart FM.
yeah. This is a learning
Hurt.
curve for me.
Yeah. To enunciate on the radio? That's not a learning curve.
That's never been my strong suit.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
pretend like it ever has been.
No, it hasn't.
Okay.
Really, it hasn't been.
All
You
right.
know, that's always the challenge, though, when you go to a new environment like that, when you're on the radio, is, getting the call letters right.
We,
Like,
you don't want to say the wrong
that-
station.
Yeah, you don't want to say, which can happen.
I didn't
Right.
say it on the air, but a couple times I did answer the phone saying, "Hi, you're on Hot Country. Who's this?"
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
"Hi, you're on
boy.
Hard FM. Who's
Hurt
this?"
FM.
Hard.
Yeah. Hurt.
Yes. My
So-
first day was Tuesday, and right away, right on the air, you could hear a music bed that you're supposed to talk over play at the same time as the singing ending of the music bed, singing Hard FM at the same time as a song, all at the same time.
Oh, you did
And
that?
then
Okay.
you hear me
How do
slightly
you play
off
three
mic,
things? You
which
have
was
three
not
pots?
supposed to still be on the air, saying,
Oh.
"Well, that was a great start."
Oh. Did you get on there and be like,
And
"Hello,
right away.
Woodstock"?
Right away,
Woodstock.
people listening to this podcast were texting in saying, "Oh, Forman."
Way to go, Forman.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, they knew you were there. That's great.
I know, and I told
That's
them
great.
to lessen your expectations, and
Sure.
I fulfilled that right off the bat.
Yeah.
How many
Oh,
channels do you have on that? Do you have 3 channels on there?
There's technically 4 different. You could play 4 different things at the same time if you really wanted to.
Interesting. Okay.
It seems like a challenge that I'll be able
Yes.
to master at some point.
Well, you played 3 at the same time. You're almost there.
Good for you. No, that's the
Okay,
best.
well,
I
that's
mean,
great. It's a learning curve.
Look, when you're have a career in the radio business, which is it's fun. It really is. It's fun and it's a delight. And the 3 of us were privileged not only to work together, but to work on radio for a good deal of time. But I have dreams, and they turn into nightmares of things like that happening for me.
Yes.
Where 4 things are going at once, and I'm going, damn it, with the mic on, right?
Well, with the mic on, at least you only said "damn it."
Yeah, well, try.
Yeah.
I
don't
would
know,
always
this,
just turn
like-
off my mic and run out to find the engineer. Greg,
Yeah.
what's happening?
Right now, I feel like I'm not that concerned.
No.
Like, that has
I
happened,
wouldn't be.
and I think, oh well, try it again next time.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
before, I
you
used to
just started.
slam down my headphones and be like, "Mother."
Well, I admit to being a perfectionist. So for
Same.
my early days
yeah, I know,
on the
guys.
radio, on my early days on the radio, that used to drive me crazy. It would drive me crazy. I did the same thing. I'd throw the headphones down. I'd do all that. But towards the end, Forman, as you do it longer, you go, I'll give you a little treat. There you go. Radio's real. I screwed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just
There you go.
making sure you know it's live.
That's the fun of it.
I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
If I weren't here, would I have done that? No.
Yeah.
exactly. If
Right.
I pre-recorded that, would I have left it in? No.
No.
No, it wouldn't have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad things are going well so far. How many days have you been
Wait a
on
minute.
there now?
Nothing's going well. Everything's
Well,
screwed
After
everything.
that description, you
They
think
screwed everything up, and you're
You
like,
screwed
oh,
up
good.
one thing.
I'm
screwed up
glad
more than
everything's
that.
Going well.
that was just one
Well-
example of the many things I screwed up
Oh,
throughout
okay.
the
Well, I'm
week.
Sorry.
so happy
I
things
thought
are
it was
going
just
well.
one thing that you
No,
played
that
a
was
bunch
just
of
the
stuff at
very
once. Who
first
cares?
possible thing I'd screwed up right off the bat.
Of course.
Oh.
But it was
Well-
super nice to get like lots of calls and messages from people who listen to us here on this podcast.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Who listened to us
wow.
before on the other radio station,
Oh,
who
thanks.
came and checked it out, and they called, they texted, they're a part of it. There's Steph Gilmore. Her first text the other day was, "Is this Forman, like from BX93 with a million
Yeah.
question marks?" Yes, it is.
It's me.
Yes,
It's me.
but
I
funny how that
recognize
turns.
the name Steph Gilmore.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
think
and
she's
funny how
texted
she
us.
knows all of us because she said a follow-up was, "Welcome to Heart FM. Heart FM. Excited to listen to you on the best station, but my hubby is a diehard country fan and I'm a pop alternative girl. This is Steph and we have Heart FM on all day, every day at Speedy Electric."
Cool.
That's nice.
Well, there you go. That's
nice.
great.
There you
So she's
go.
exposed to both worlds and was already listening.
Great.
That's
awesome. That's great.
That's awesome.
I'm glad
Other
people can follow you.
Yeah, even how about Denise? Denise had a great message. She said, "My
Okay.
name is Denise. I listened every morning to you, Dave and Rachel. I now listen to the podcast and would catch you on the Halifax station when I could. So I'm so glad you have landed somewhere local. I hope you like it."
Oh,
That's
there
so
you go.
nice.
That's all right.
That's nice.
It's amazing. Yeah.
I'm starting to miss, like the other day I was thinking about it, I'm like, oh, I'm starting to miss like doing the 3 of us doing the show together. Back in the good old days, like we're husbands.
Hey, speak
But
for
it was
yourself. I'm
fun.
on the radio now.
Yeah, one of us is working. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
and
2 years ago the other day from this recording that we left. Dave.
Packed it in.
It was
Yes,
2
I was
years
aware of
ago.
that.
So then I started thinking, I'm like, oh, yeah, that was fun. It was so fun.
Well,
But
you
I'm
know
really
who
glad I
called?
don't have to wake up early anymore.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm glad
miss
I don't
that.
either.
Yeah.
Starting at 2 p.m. till 7 p.m.
Me
is
too.
Not bad.
Yeah.
But you know who
yeah.
called is my other former co-host, Melody, on my first day.
Oh, that's
No
nice.
way. That's awesome. How's she doing?
Well, she called and you guys didn't.
Oh,
Is where I was going
right.
with that.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
What time are you on again?
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't
during
sure
your
which
nap?
day you were
Yeah.
on the radio because I know you weren't going to be one day.
Yeah. 2 o'clock, huh? Okay.
Next week. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Next
I got
week.
you. 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock. What's the, where are you again? Oh, never mind. I'll find it.
Heard FM.
Heart.
Yeah, no, and I know you just hit the bell, but I just want to add one more person who called and I had a good long chat with was Melissa Cowenberg, who sends us messages here on this podcast all
Yes.
the time.
That's
She
nice.
does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
What's she say?
well, she said that not only did she listen to us 3 together beforehand, but that after I wasn't there and then you two weren't there, we were the motivation for her to stay home with her children and to stop going to work as well.
Oh.
Wow.
She said after the 3 of you weren't there anymore, she said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I have 3 young kids. I work an hour away from home. I don't need to do that anymore. I'm staying home with them. And she still is
Wow.
because of us.
Oh, wow.
If you can do it, you know what? I've known a lot of people to make that change in the last 2-3 years. A lot of people in radio that I know have left to just get out of the business or don't even have a plan. They just left. So I don't blame her. If you have the
Yeah, good
means
for
to
her.
do it,
If you
and
can do it, do it.
I realized you don't get that time back, and I was missing a lot. So
Mhm. But now that
It was
school's
time to
over,
be
I
home.
mean, it is a lot of time at home.
it's a lot of togetherness in the summertime. Yeah, you're right.
And depending on how you look
Sure.
at
We
my
really
starting
rely
a
on
job
camp.
at the same time,
Yeah.
this is either good or
Yeah.
bad timing. Huh?
Yeah, it's careful. What
Depends if
you
you
wish
ask me
for.
or
Mom's at
actually.
home though, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Stayed home for the summer, Forman.
Yeah.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that's as Canadian as poutine, bagged milk. Did you know bagged milk was just Canadian? Nobody else
Yeah.
bags their milk.
I,
No,
why-
they
I think
don't.
it's just Ontario.
You what?
Yeah,
Who
I don't
bags-
think they
who-
do it out east
who
either.
bags their milk. And we're as Canadian Tire, except we don't smell like that. So just wanted to let you know.
No, that stays with you.
Yeah,
This-
that's
that
true.
smell.
It clings to you like Subway.
There is a
He's like
certain
you.
smell.
You can blindfold anybody and take them into a Canadian Tire, and they'd go, "Well, I know where I am now."
That's
It's
true.
true.
I
That's so
know
true.
where I am. I know
Okay,
where
well,
I am.
Speaking of smells, there was a certain smell.
Segway.
Speaking of smell.
There was
Thank
a
you.
certain smell when I went out for dinner the other night. My family and I went to
You
go
should
see-
shower before you go out.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it's
me.
been
I brought
it's been
it with me.
hot. It has
I
been
brought
hot.
it with me. Well, yeah. So we went to this restaurant. It's just a family chain restaurant. The 4 of us.
Did you have a
Uh,
gift card?
No,
Family-
we didn't have a gift card, and it wasn't
also-
the keg. Okay, it's not
Well,
the
It's not
keg.
the keg.
Yeah,
Well, there's not
no,
very
we
many-
didn't go to the keg.
Let me see. It's either Jack Astor's, I don't know,
Not Swiss Chalet,
Montana's,
'cause you won't go there.
Kelsey's, Eastside Mario's, maybe Boston
Could be
Pizza.
anywhere.
Pick one of those.
Pick one.
Sure.
Yeah, could
okay.
be anything.
Okay.
Now, there was a list of things that went wrong. Now, you just tell me if these things would bother you. Because
Would you
Jeremy
like some
just-
things that could go wrong at restaurant
Yeah.
music?
Yes,
Sure, yes.
please.
Please. We have that?
Yes. We
I
have
didn't
to
know
have
we
that.
had that music.
Yeah,
Okay,
of
great.
course we do. Of course.
Things that could go wrong at restaurants. Okay, here's my list here. So we sit down and we get a booth because they said dining room or tabletop or booth or whatever. And I said booth. Okay, booth. So we got a booth. We sit down immediately and it's sticky. And
booth?
I am grossed out. Yeah, the seat is sticky. The table
Sounds
is sticky,
like our
kind of on the
description of
inside
Chuck's.
corner. Yeah. It wasn't Chuck's. It wasn't Chuck's, although
Okay.
I did say that last time. Yeah. So it
Yeah,
felt
no, but-
sticky. And then so I sat down and I'm like, ugh, I don't. And Jeremy's like, what's
Oh,
wrong?
man.
Like he knew immediately that I was just like grossed out. And I'm like, it's sticky. I don't think I can eat at this table.
In this
And he's
seat.
like, come on, Rachel. And I'm like, okay, fine. We'll stay here. So then after a couple minutes, I'm like, it kind of smells in this booth. Like the booth smells not great.
Like what? Like what do
I
you
don't
mean?
know. It was like, I don't know if food had been spilt and they didn't clean it up, or I don't really know. It just smelled a little funky. Like it didn't.
Just off.
I can't. Yeah, it was just odd. Like it didn't smell clean.
It's the stickiness, though. I think the stickiness has put you off.
It's the
Like,
stickiness
I think
immediately. If
Stale,
anything's sticky at a
sticky.
restaurant, I am put off.
Yeah, so right
Like
away.
if you haven't wiped something up and clean, like very
Okay.
well,
I
I'm
get that,
immediately put off.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
And then
hints
everything
of,
puts me off.
I'm
But
getting
then I
hints
think-
of urinal puck.
No, it wasn't like that. Thank God.
No, not like that.
Okay.
No.
But I feel like this is something that it's sticky, so now it stinks. Like
Yeah.
it probably doesn't stink, but because it's sticky, it now stinks.
Mhm.
Oh, well, yeah, but then Jeremy was like, no, it does kind of smell a little bit.
Okay,
And
what
I
do
was like,
know?
I don't know. I'm like, should we ask to move? And I'm like, maybe we should move to that booth over there. And this was like right before the dinner kind of rush. So as we're sitting there kind of talking about this, and it's getting busy. Like people are coming in. It's starting to fill up. The tables are getting fuller. And I'm like,
Because who
should-
wouldn't want to go out for dinner with their family at a restaurant that smells
yeah,
with
chain
sticky seats?
restaurant that's sticky
Yeah.
and smells.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm put out and grossed out immediately because that stuff just grosses me right out. And so then the waitress comes and she is weird. She's weird. She doesn't look us in the eye. She doesn't want to be there taking our order. I can
Wow.
tell. She
Well,
forgets
because
to ask things.
Well, it's sticky and it stinks.
Yeah.
Would
Have you
you want to be
smelled
there?
no kidding.
Come
I was
on.
like,
Yeah,
well,
she's
it's
got to be
true.
there all day.
Wow.
That's fair enough. And so,
Yeah.
and she takes our drink order. What would you like? We tell her we're all going to have this. Jeremy and I ordered pop. We didn't order beer or anything. He's not drinking right now because of his sickness.
Yeah, sure.
So we ordered pop and the kids had their juices or whatever. And she's like, okay. And she just takes off, like doesn't. And Kendall's like, well, I wanted a water. And I was like, well, she's gone. So she like immediately was in, like she only stayed for exactly, 10 seconds to get the order. Didn't say, okay, anything else? Didn't even take half a second to be like, all right, everybody good? Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to leave. No, she was like in and out like a flash. And then, so we have to ask her for a lot of things. Anyways, the pop comes and the pop is flat. And in this time, we're still trying to decide, should we change booths? Should we move? Should we ask to move? And then I'm like, no, you know what? We got our drinks now. We'll just stay here. It's fine. I'll tough it out. Whatever. It's only
Did you
an
have
hour.
reason to believe in this scenario now that any other booth would really be that much better?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't know.
beginning
There
to
was a
think,
big
yeah.
group beside us, and they had a table, so they seemed okay. But I don't know. This booth had not really been cleaned very well.
It
I
had
think.
seen some shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So then somebody else comes back, not our waitress, some other person. I said, can we get new pot? Like these pops are flat. Like there's no bubbles in them. And he's like, well, I just changed the tap. So if it's the pop, it's the whole thing. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what to tell you. Like the
Don't
pop is
care.
flat.
Yeah.
And he's
you're
like,
right.
okay, let me check it out. So they bring us new ones and the new ones are fine. They're not flat. I'm like, okay, I don't know what you gave us before, but anyways. And then the waitress comes back and like takes our orders, just barely takes our orders and immediately scurries away. Again, not looking at us at all. And then she somebody else delivered the order. And then she came to deliver something, but we were kind of on a corner. So she basically like reached around the corner and kind of threw it on our table. Didn't even come around to like place it in front of us.
Wow.
She just kind of, and we were like, okay, thanks.
Is she hiding?
Like Jeremy's
Wow.
like, what does she not want to come around the corner? Like, what's happening right now?
Wow.
But it's still sticky. But by this point, I'd made Jeremy switch seats with me so he could sit in the sticky spot.
Of course you did. What a,
Obviously.
what?
So I'm
What?
sitting on the other side.
Why
with
am
the
I
other
not
kid.
surprised by that?
And he's like, okay, yeah, fine. And he's just looking at me and laughing the whole time because he knows these little things. And I don't like to complain, but even my kids were like, Mom, come on. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I didn't want to say anything bad, but I did get new pops. Anyway, it was just an overall icky experience. And when it starts icky and sticky, then it's just downhill, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
would that not
That's-
bother you? Because it
that's
didn't
your-
seem to
should be
bother
your-
Jeremy as much as it bothered me.
That should be your motto or whatever. Whatever workplace you have. If it starts sticky and icky, it's all downhill.
It's all downhill from there.
It's downhill from there.
Yeah,
It
that's
really
it.
is.
That's
Yeah.
our
Love.
We live by
Live,
this creed.
Live, love, love.
That's
If
right.
you own a restaurant and it
Yeah.
is icky and sticky,
Sticky. We don't want to come.
you're never going to do well.
Yeah.
Never.
Well,
you
the
will
only
never
thing
do well.
the only thing I can say is that for anyone enjoying this fine, high-quality podcast, we really wish you'd tell us what icky and sticky restaurant you were at so we never go there again.
I don't want to publicize that.
I know.
I
you
think
won't
the
do
other
it.
people, I think they were,
Yeah.
it was the whole
Can
thing.
you tell us what town it was in?
Actually, it was in Stratford.
Oh. Well.
So that narrows it down, I guess.
Well,
The plot
it doesn't.
thickens.
The plot thickens.
Literally,
The
because
plot
so
gets
sticky.
ickier and stickier.
Icky and sticky in Stratford.
Yeah.
But not at
Well.
a festival restaurant.
No.
Like not downtown.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything else.
Right, obviously.
said it was a
figured
chain.
It's not
It's a
at one of the
chain.
good ones.
Yeah.
It's not one of the- it's a chain. It's a chain. Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
On the
Um,
outskirts.
so
My
what
icky,
happened?
sticky story.
How I want to know how big the tip was.
Jeremy still gave a 20% tip.
20!
I was like,
I
why
would
do
have given,
you do that?
and they
he's like,
probably went.
well, I
"What?
don't
No,
take
what?"
away money
Where's
for
my-
da-da-da-da. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, you should.
Yeah.
Like, that
for
was
Right.
icky
Great
and sticky.
service.
The
No,
service
20
was bad. She was
tw-
bad. Like
25
I was
is
a
for
waitress,
good
and I
service.
usually give good
Tw-
tips because I know what it's like. I was a waitress
Yeah.
for 5 minutes, and usually I tip well because I get it. But she was very bad, very bad.
So what's a good tip percentage then? in
Well,
your world?
25 now, but I mean,
Well,
25.
18 to 20,
25,
18 to
yeah.
20 I would give because that's what's on the thing.
Yeah.
It's
Sure.
like 15, 18, 20, and he gave
20
like,
for like exceptional service.
some of them go to
Yes, I don't know
25.
why he did. I wish I had paid that day.
No.
But it was everything was too sticky for me to touch, so I didn't. So he paid. Lesson learned.
Probably on the machine, that button was already stuck down for 20%.
right.
That's right. Yeah.
It won't change.
Sticky.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand. It's a podcast. It's Dave, Rachel, and Forman. We are three proud Canadians, proud of a country with money called Looney and Toonie. and the Toonie, by the way, is spelled Toonie.
Yes.
I love that. We're
Right.
proud that we're in a country that created a television show called Schitt's Creek. Who wouldn't be?
Yes.
Are
well,
we ever?
Absolutely.
Are we ever? And we're super proud of a country with the beaver as a national symbol. All hail beavers.
Yeah.
Foreman, am I right?
You are right. Couldn't
Good.
be more correct.
I know that.
I used to live very close to Big Beaver, Saskatchewan.
Exactly.
Oh.
We know that you
okay.
did. Yeah.
I didn't know
anyway.
you were close to Big Beaver.
I'm sure I've brought it up a few times.
Yes, he did bring it up.
Actually, I don't
yes,
remember.
he did bring it
I
up a
don't
few
remember.
times. Anyway.
When do you start work again? Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
let's move on. I have some headlines.
Oh, good job. Headlines. Okay.
Are there any Canadian ones?
Yes. As a matter of fact,
Oh,
Are there any
well,
Canadian
I know.
ones from Canada's Florida?
He's dressed up
from
for it
Canada's
today with
Florida. Oh, that's where you work.
Canada's
yeah,
underpants.
that's where you work.
Canada's
Look,
underpants.
Oh, come on, it's
They're on
Snoopy.
Dave's
Stop
shirt.
it. Stop it. It's not
Okay.
underwear. First off, I would like to. I have the email up here from Daryl Van Moorsel. Hey guys, some headlines for Dave. I know he loves it when others do the work for him. LOL.
He
Daryl.
does. Yeah.
I
Daryl,
do love
thank
that,
you.
Daryl. Thank you for doing the work
You're
for
listening
me.
to the product of that.
That's right. Here we go. From Daryl. Workers remove dozens of apparent marijuana plants from Wisconsin Capitol building tulip garden. How about that?
The tulip garden.
Yeah.
Tulips are way shorter than marijuana plants. How are you hiding those?
I don't know. I'm
you
not
didn't.
Sure.
They
I'm
were
not sure.
removed. Okay.
This is another one from Daryl. Student eats $120,000 banana artwork because he was hungry.
That's an actual headline.
I don't know why that.
So it was an
entertained me.
actual
What?
banana.
Yeah, it was a
What
banana.
was the
Didn't even
artwork?
think it was a banana. It was
And someone thought it was worth $120,000.
I guess. I
It
don't know.
rots. They know that, right?
Well, it was just
Okay.
hanging there, and now it's gone.
Now it's eaten.
One more from Daryl.
Okay.
Man with suspended driver's license dials into his court hearing while driving.
Real
That's
headlines.
I saw that video.
I
Did
know.
you see it?
Yes.
There's a video.
Oh,
Yes.
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 It's hysterical.
Yes.
The judge is like, hang on, are you driving right now? And he's like,
I could be. Yeah.
So funny.
pretty-
So
pretty
funny.
There you go. Thank you, Daryl, for the headlines. There's a couple
Thank
more
you,
when
yeah.
we get to Florida. You had a couple more for me.
Oh, good. Okay.
There we go. Washington, D.C. heat melts the head off wax replica of Abraham Lincoln. Not
Headlines.
fun, is it?
My
We thought
God,
that
the
was a
heat.
good idea. Yeah, the heat.
Yeah.
Don't put the wax statue outside.
Yeah. Here you go, Forman. Ambulance collides with moose while responding to another moose collision. Like
That's
that's
an actual
truly.
headline.
Well,
That's
there's
a
lot of
Canadian
them.
headline. That's
There-
Two moose collisions.
that's a Canadian headline.
Are they
That's-
meese? No, they're
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, they're not. Here's another one. Edmonton hockey fans too heartbroken to riot. What a
Real
shame.
Oh.
It's just so sad. So
that's
sad.
too bad.
It is sad. Judge rules genitals did not accidentally fall out of shorts in BC Mall.
Headlines.
So they intentionally fell out.
Yeah, no, there was.
Oh
it was
my
an
gosh.
accident. It was an accident, Judge. No, I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
I think there for everybody to come out like that, I feel like that's an appearance.
For
that's
everybody.
not a yeah. Yeah, that's
Everybody to
not
come
accident. It's an
Okay.
accident if some parts
One.
come out, but
Just
yeah.
one?
But when all three show up, I don't think that's an accident. I think that's an accident. Man banned from the Las Vegas Sphere after lighting up a bong during a fish show.
What did you
That's an
expect
actual
from
That's
him?
headline.
what I thought. Isn't that what you do at a fish show?
You
What's
can't
a
expect
fish show?
everybody to do all
Fish,
that
like,
before they
pictures
go
of
in.
fish? Yeah.
Oh, Rachel.
Oh, Fish the band. Right.
Fish
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
yeah.
PH. Yeah.
Right.
All
Okay.
Okay.
The
Let me
ultimate
grab
stoner
that.
Now
band.
I-
Let me once again try to grab that as it goes over.
Well, I didn't know it was
There
the
goes
fish.
round the sphere.
What's a fish show?
I didn't know it was Puff-fish.
Fish.
Fish.
Okay.
I know who Fish is. I have.
Okay,
I
got
know
it.
people
All
who
right.
really are quite into them.
Thanks, Forman, for getting that right away. I love you.
I
From
didn't know.
India. Here we go. From India. Man cremates wife, finds her alive 600 kilometers away.
Oh.
Yes,
Real
that does lead
headlines.
to a question. Who did we cremate?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have that answer.
Do you have that answer?
I don't. No, I
Oh
don't
my
have
God! That better be next week.
that. I don't have that.
Look, never.
Woman, woman,
too
woman
many
busted. Yeah, I know. Woman busted smuggling 350 Nintendo Switch game cards in her bra.
Oh,
Headlines.
I was waiting to hear where she found this on her
That's
person.
where they were. 350 of them.
Just
My
the little
goodness.
cards? Wow. Why
The little
do you
yes,
need so
the
many?
Switch-
Are they such a hot commodity?
Well, they're games.
You could sell them.
They're like
Yes.
60, 70, 80 bucks each.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
sell them.
sure. Yeah.
No, I don't know
Our
after
kids never
they get
play
that
the
sweaty.
Switch.
Yeah.
I go out, I
Uh,
buy the Switch, I get them all the games. They don't play it. Like my kids are spoiled.
Nope,
It's ridiculous.
Nobody plays it.
Nobody
Man
plays it.
who ran through Virgin Australia plane naked and knocked over attendant arrested.
That's an actual
Yeah, as it should.
headline.
I
Yeah.
think that's a
Yeah.
fair headline.
What part
That
of his
tracks.
body did he knock her over with?
That's true. Well,
Okay.
okay. Do you want to
How
go back?
excited was
You
he
want to
for
go
his
back
flight?
to the? They didn't accidentally fall out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. Is
All
that
right.
why
Now
they
to
put shorts, like little shorts in men's shorts? That way you have like little mesh. Don't you have mesh underwear in there sometimes?
Do you want to get
That's
into
bathing
why? Would you like to know why your restaurant was icky and sticky, or do you?
Why?
you-
They weren't wearing the mesh.
Oh God.
okay,
Don't
let's
say
go to
it.
Florida.
Okay.
And thanks again to Daryl for the first two headlines from Florida. Florida
Okay.
man bonds out of jail. So he bonds out of jail.
Okay.
Then burglarizes cars in jail parking lot.
Dummy.
Real
What?
headlines.
He had to get bail bonds. Yeah, anyway, that's
One
that's
does.
good. Yeah, it's a good headline. And one more from Daryl.
Only in Florida.
Florida man steals excavator, goes for joyride, crashes into Walmart. That all.
Headlines.
Well, I
course
wouldn't
that
expect
happened
him
in
to
Florida.
crash into Target.
Yes, exactly. That all just sort of makes sense. Doesn't
Yep.
it? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Florida man paints F. Elon. You can fill in the blank if you want, Forman. On 34 Tesla Cybertrucks in Fort Lauderdale.
That's an actual
Fellas?
headline.
That's dedication.
F. Elon, but it's Elon.
dedication. That's
Yeah, okay.
Is that, well, you know, they all just got recalled again anyway, so.
that is dedication.
All the Teslas?
All the cyber.
The Cybertruck.
Oh, yeah. They're very ugly. Gosh, I can't
This is a
imagine
specific
who's
one.
wanting one of those.
But I know a few of them that look a little bit better right now.
Okay.
Wanted Florida man reeked of guilt, embarrassment, and warm socks after being caught hiding in a clothes dryer.
Real headlines.
That's just really great writing. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, the headline's not hysterically funny, but that's well written.
Yeah.
That's how you
very-
should have described your restaurant experience.
Yes, exactly. Very well written.
How did he get in there? He must be a small man.
He was hiding. They knew.
He must be
It's a
little.
long story. You
He's probably little.
Look, you just get the headlines, okay?
Okay.
Like, don't ask questions about this
Like,
one.
you
Here
guys
we
are
go.
fitting
So
clothes
focused
dryers.
on the height of this man.
Yes. No questions about this one. Here we go. Florida
Aren't you?
man's. No. Let me start.
Okay.
Florida man's colon falls out of body after powerful sneeze.
Headlines.
Don't
What?
ask.
What?
Don't
How did that
ask.
happen?
Don't ask.
Accidentally?
His whole colon just fell out?
Well, I don't think all of it fell out, but some
Why
of
is
it
his
spilled
butthole
out.
so big?
Okay. Nobody said anything about a butthole.
How else does it fall out?
You just always have to bring
maybe
up
he
buttholes.
maybe he's recovering from surgery. You're the
Dave
butthole
brought
person.
this one up. It was
I did
not
not
me.
I didn't bring up.
You brought it
butthole.
up and you said the headline, and how
I
else would it
didn't.
happen? Obviously, that's what everyone's thinking.
No, look. He could have just had surgery and it popped out of his scar. How do you know?
Out of
Florida.
his scar, in his stomach?
Yes. How do you
Oh,
know?
because he ripped a stitch. Okay, sure. I
Yes.
guess so. Fair
That's
enough.
possible.
Yeah,
Okay. Shirtless.
Far be it
Flor-
from me to assume
Yeah,
it was
whatever.
the other end.
Shirtless Florida man, aren't they all? Shirtless Florida man, unhappy that his drive-through order was taking so long, unsuccessfully attempts to rob a Wendy's with finger guns.
That's an actual headline.
You get
That's the
arrested for
best.
that? Like
Yeah, I
giving your
guess,
money with
I
finger
guess.
guns?
Yeah, I guess.
Because
Florida
they're
man-
Only Florida man not to do that with actual guns.
No,
Right,
no,
yeah.
that's right.
Thought
Florida
they all
man
had
told
guns in their trucks.
That's right, they do. Florida man told police he was Mr. Monopoly and was taken directly to jail. Of course he was. He didn't pass go.
No.
Yeah.
He didn't collect $200.
I
What
would
a
like
dope.
to see that guy. I want to see if he looks like him.
What a dope. And finally, speaking of dopes, wanted Florida man caught hiding in the ceiling after his phone rang.
Headlines.
That's
You should have put it on silent.
yeah.
Do not disturb. I'm busy.
Didn't ask how big that guy was to fit in. The
Yeah. How come you didn't? ask
Well,
what
the
he
ceilings are larger than dryers.
was?
You guys couldn't fit in dryers.
Let me know when you're ready.
All right. I'll just read a few of these. I'm ready. Hi,
Yeah.
Roxy baby.
Okay, here we go.
Are you going to sleep? Okay.
you
She's under
talking
my
to?
feet. My
Oh.
dog.
Oh,
I thought it was
All
us. Jeez.
yeah. I thought it was.
Hi, you guys. Are you going to sleep?
Oh.
Hi, Roxy
pretty
baby.
Pretty soon.
Hi, Dave and Forman. Time to
This
do a
is due
show.
to. Do that again. You want to do it
Time-
again?
Time to do a show. Okay.
Thank you.
Lie down on your bed.
Okay. This is getting stranger as we go. This is due to underwhelming demand. The podcast with Rachel. I don't even really want to say my name.
Podcast that talks to you like you're an idiot.
Yeah, that's right. That's not.
Like
It's
your
Dave, Rachel,
dog.
and Forman. Yeah,
That's my
and
dog.
you may have noticed that the podcast was not sponsored this week, which means, well,
It's available.
it's available. And if you would like to sponsor this high-quality podcast,
Yeah.
Dave Rachel Forman at gmail.com. You can get a hold of us there. On any of the socials, you'll find us. And we have prices to suit every budget.
Yes, and we have we're conveniently located and plenty of free parking.
That too. And hot dogs for the kids. Hot
No,
dogs.
we don't. Don't ask us for hot
Friendly
dogs.
and
We don't
knowledgeable
have those.
staff.
Friendly, knowledgeable
We do have
staff.
friendly, knowledgeable staff, which is only me because I'm the only one that answers emails. So,
And
Dave,
that,
don't expect any answers from David Forman.
that brings us to this part of the podcast where we read some of the emails that you have sent to us.
Yeah.
And for Foreman and I, this always comes as a surprise.
This is
we
new.
don't see them. We don't see them.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. What have we got?
Are you
Okay.
reading
Well,
any of them,
you wanna
Rachel?
start?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
yeah.
start. Well, I have a.
Whoa.
You know what? We're on YouTube. So we've
you're on
got
YouTube.
some comments on YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah.
YouTube. Okay. All right.
Kathy commented and she said, "Congratulations, Foreman, on your new job. Looking forward to the trip home from work now." She's going to listen to you. Because again, you're on
Thank you,
Heart
Kathy.
FM Woodstock in the afternoons.
Yeah, not hard.
Heart.
Heart.
104 point something.
104.7
Thank
Heart
you.
FM
There we go.
Woodstock. It is on the Radio Player app along with most other radio stations. So easy to
Yes.
find anywhere in
What?
Ontario,
Not
Nova
on,
Scotia,
not on
wherever you are.
Wait a minute. Not on iHeartRadio? It's not on-
No.
Oh,
No, it's not an
oh,
iHeart
that's
thing.
right.
Okay, we
All right.
another Kathy, different.
We
Kathy. This
are
one's-
on iHeartRadio, but that station isn't.
That's
This podcast is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Kathy with
Never
a
mind.
K says, "I'm glad Foreman finally got his couch." Because you got your couch from Ashley Furniture.
yes.
And I
Oh,
like
that's
the
awesome,
fact that
yes.
some of these bad business moves are brought to light. I know I won't be shopping at that store anytime soon. Very poor
Okay,
customer
great.
service is good to know. Way to go, Foreman. They should be patching your walls. And no reason for anyone to be
Mhm.
uncomfortable, Rachel. I think people like to know this stuff. Great podcast, guys. I still love listening to you and miss you on the radio, but this is perfect. Have a great day.
Okay, there you
Thank
go.
you, Kathy.
Yeah.
Well, people want to know the icky and sticky place, but you won't tell us. so-
Yeah.
No, I don't
Come
want
on.
to tell you. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
okay.
just.
All
Well,
right.
on a related
Okay.
topic, I know you have other ones, so you can go back to it.
Mhm.
But I'll
Yep.
throw in one from Melissa, who says, "Foreman, I'm telling you, Bothwell Furniture is the place to go. Stop
Really?
giving that Ashley Furniture place so much attention. Send people to the right place. I was just at a
Oh.
parade last week, and they put their truck into the parade. You can thank me after for the awesome service you will get there."
Okay.
Great.
There you go. Nice to know.
Okay.
Nice to know.
All
That's
right.
good. That's
good to know. All right, we got more emails, Foreman? Or you have messages?
I can read more messages. Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Let's see. Connie says, "What a welcome surprise for me being on the radio station."
Oh,
Oh,
good.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Nice.
Yeah. Some other comments about the old radio station. That's fine. Thank you, Connie. She says, "I live near Woodstock and tune in sometimes to hear local information. And then I saw your Instagram story, and I hope I understood right. And I tuned in that afternoon and was excited to hear your familiar voice and Brian from St. Mary's."
Oh,
Did you have
Brian.
Brian on? Did you have
Great.
Brian on already?
Yeah,
That's
of course
awesome.
he called right away.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, when do you start doing all your tractor pull stuff with Brian this summer?
August.
August. Okay.
Oh,
in
August, okay.
Yes, exactly. But Brian happened to call that day where there's all those wind warnings for like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Oh.
right away he said, "Well, we're embracing the summer up here. Where's the storm?"
Where's the
That's
storm?
good for him to do that.
Jerry said, "I got a chance to listen briefly in the car, and I was so tempted to text you and request the song Smooth."
Yes, Smooth. Come on, it's 25 years old. Play
There were
Smooth.
several people who asked for that, and I said, "No, Dave hasn't called, so I'm not playing it."
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
All
forgot.
right,
What
wait
time are
till
you
Dave
on again?
calls, I
What
guess.
time is he on? I don't know.
2 till 7.
2
Two
till
till
7.
Here's
Heart
one
FM.
for you, Foreman. I like this one. This is an email for Foreman.
Okay.
Hi, Rachel, Dave, and especially Foreman, because this email's for you. I am
Okay.
a little late to the game with this email, but I listen to your podcast while driving, and so many times I want to comment and send an email or a comment, but I obviously can't while I'm driving. And by the time I stop driving, either can't do it in that moment, and then I forget. I have a solution.
That's
Performance
hard, yeah.
unreasonable and quite frankly high horse issue. High horse. Everything with you, Forman, is a horse.
Yeah.
High horse issue
Thank
about
you.
not liking when his neighbors cut their grass. I'm actually surprised nobody else has suggested this yet, since you don't like it that your neighbors cut their grass on a schedule that works for them because they probably work during the day, Monday through Friday, and also want to enjoy their weekend. Maybe they have plans away from the house, and since you don't work during the day or any time at all at the moment, then I think you should cut all of your neighbor's grass all the time, anytime you find appropriate. Problem solved. You're welcome.
Anytime you find appropriate
There you
on
go,
your
Forman.
schedule.
I'm not the neighborhood grass cutter.
Yeah. Also,
You should have been.
Debbie-
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be a moneymaker for you.
Yeah, I love this. She goes on. Debbie says, I also want to say that
pushed
Forman.
around his lawnmower around the yard.
Uh-huh.
around the
That's
neighborhood.
right. I used to say that Forman used to be my favorite, but between that rant and insulting my generation of music, yes, I was a teenager through the 80s and believes those were the best years in music.
Oh, no.
I think Forman's time on the East Coast caused him to soak up too much salt air, and he's now a little too salty.
boy.
Love
Now
the
he's
show.
sour.
That's from Debbie. I love that email. I want that email. I will respond to. That's a great email.
Will
Okay,
you?
you're the one
Well,
person who's
maybe,
going to
I-
get a response from Dave, and it's this because he's not going to write back.
Only
ever.
because of shit. Oh, is someone shitting on Foreman? Oh, well, let me
love
type
it.
away back to that.
Let me get
Let me
back to
join
them.
in. Tappity
I'm
tap tap
Yes.
tap. Okay. All right. Well, I have an email from Lindsay DeVost from Halifax. Lindsay from Halifax.
Oh,
Also
she
from
loves
Rowdies.
Foreman then. She loves Foreman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was texting me
This
at
one
Heart
is-
FM as well.
Oh, all right.
Oh, good. That's great.
Yes,
Okay,
thank
good.
you for listening, Lindsay.
She says, "Hi guys, once again, I always love listening to you. It's nice to know that I'll be able to try and listen to more of Foreman ramble on and put a smile on my face. You guys were talking about Dateline. Were we talking about Dateline, the show?
Oh yeah, because it was
watching Dateline
somebody
at
who
night.
said no, it was listening to it. When we asked what other podcast do you listen to, someone said I listen to you guys
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
and
Dateline.
Dateline when I'm driving from Yarmouth to Halifax.
Right. Okay. You guys were talking about, well, maybe it was Lindsay. I don't know. She says, quick funny story. When my husband was deployed years ago, I would go to my best friend's house and watch Dateline with her husband every Friday. Dateline's always talking about a missing person, and they're always looking at the significant other as a suspect. And
always.
joking, I said to my best friend's husband, if Mallory ever goes missing, you're the first person I'm going to suspect. And her husband says to me with the straightest face, oh, don't worry. If she goes missing, you're going with her. LOL.
Oh, perfect. Awesome.
Thank you,
That's
Lindsay.
Dateline. That's Dateline for you. By the way,
Yeah.
we got a couple of pictures of, because I suggested that the best picture you could do is with a finger.
You're doing it right now.
Yeah,
One
exactly.
finger salute.
So
Yes.
we got a who sent this email? I don't know if is there a name with it. It just says my granddaughter Danielle at my daughter's wedding. She was 3.
Redmond.
LOL.
That's Joanne Redmond who bought us 3 coffees.
Oh, well, that's very nice,
Yeah,
Joanne. Thank you
thank
for
you,
that.
Joanne.
It's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
picture of her daughter who looks like a flower girl or whatever at a wedding with her finger out. It's awesome.
That's
And Donna sent a picture of a very young individual with his finger out, but he's got it up his nose, and that's a different thing. But I still really enjoyed.
She says, well, it's
you
a
know.
finger, and he's quite proud.
Yeah, that's
Right
a
up his
finger.
nose.
Yeah, right up
Yeah.
there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Joanne bought us 3 coffees, and if you feel so inclined, you can do that too. Coffees are $5. Go to buymeacoffee.com/underwhelming. That's our page. She says, hey guys, thanks so much for getting back together and creating these wonderfully funny podcasts. Very seldom do I listen to that show anymore. And Rachel, I'm the lady that corrected you every time when you called Reese's Peanut Butter Cups Reese's Pieces. I work for Hershey Canada.
That's right.
How do
I
I
remember
get that
that.
job?
I remember
and I used
that.
to bring treats to Shannon, Jackie, and the lady at the front desk all the time.
That's-
Lady at the front desk was Vicky. I
Vicky?
love you 3 and love those podcasts. Yeah. Oh,
How
thanks.
come I
Joanne.
never got any of those treats? I didn't get
Yeah,
them.
I
didn't
would
get
kill
those
for
either.
Reese's
Yeah.
cups. Reese's
Yeah.
cups.
You're still gonna say it.
I know.
you can't get it right.
They're my fave. Yeah.
Well, then what are Reese's Pieces?
The candy. The small
The
candy
little
ones.
things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like the
The pieces are like the M&M sized.
that's what E.T. left, wasn't it? Reese's Pieces. Or no.
The M&Ms?
Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
I think it
that's
was-
how they got ET.